Hi parents, Mr. Stortz here, and today's video is going to be about blogs. The simplest way that you can check out our class blogs is to go to stortz.pbworks.com and get to our class website, The Kingdom Online, which we talked about in the last video. Over on the right hand side on the sidebar, you'll see a couple of new links. We have one called the Hear Ye blog, and then one called Student Blogs. We're going to talk about both of these today. Click on the Hear Ye blog. We'll talk about that one first. When you click on it, you're going to be met with kind of a whole lot of information at first. This is our class blog, which is the one that I use mostly to put different updates and different things that we're doing in class. Up at the very top, there's a couple of links that will always stay up here that you can access. Here's our calendar. This is the different blog guidelines that I've gone over with the students that you should definitely check out as well. A link to our student blogs, which we'll get to in just a few minutes, and then a link back to the Kingdom Online. There's two main parts to blogs usually. There's a couple, two columns right here. The main one in the center has all of the articles. A blog is a special kind of website that gets updated with new stories and articles, and they always get the first place spot in line. And as each new article comes in, the rest of the articles get pushed down. Here's a review of Matilda, and this one was called Pi from our first guest student blogger. And as you scroll down in the main column, you'll see the older stories are pushed down to the bottom. Over on the right side, this is called the sidebar, and there's a variety of different things over here that just make our blog kind of interesting and fun to do. We have a chat box here. You can talk with me. I'm online right now. The kids stop by and they say hi, or if they have questions, anything like that. It's a great way to get a hold of me really quickly if you need something, so that's available to you. We have some recent comments here. Various ways to subscribe. One of the features of a blog is that it's subscribable, so you don't have to visit it all the time. You can just kind of check in whenever there's new material, so you can subscribe by email. Down here is subscription by RSS if you have a feed reader. And we're now on Facebook, which I'm very excited about. If you have a Facebook account, I want to highly encourage you to become a fan of Mr. Stortz's class. This is a really simple way for me to push out updates and different things that we're doing, and then it shows up right there in your Facebook feed. And it's a really simple, easy way to kind of keep up with what we're doing in class. Down here we have some different books that we're reading with lit circles and read alouds. It's very good, very great way to stay in contact. One of the things that I wanted to show you how to do is make a comment on a post. So if we scroll down here and you see something interesting that you like, right here, a review of Matilda. The first thing you do is click on the article title. It will reload a new page, which looks very similar to the front page of our blog. If you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see that the sidebar stays the same, and it always will. No matter what blog page you're on, the sidebar is going to be there. But the main column is different. It just has the full text of the post. And after you get finished reading it, if you continue down, you're gonna be able to see the comment form. And it is very simple to fill out. It looks a little intimidating at first. You want to leave a comment on this post. The main thing you need to do is just leave your name and fill out the anti-spam word and then your actual comment. And I have taught the kids, and I encourage you to do this as well. Whenever you're online using any of our class stuff, don't use your last name. Just for safety and privacy reasons, we just stick with our first name. So you can put your first name, or you can just put you know, Justin's mom or Tony's dad or whatever. That would be fine too. Don't worry about the email or the website. That's not necessary. The spam word is here just to make sure you're not an advertising robot. And then you just type in your comment. Here is my comment. You click submit, and it's good to go. All the comments have to go through me first, just again for safety and privacy kind of issues. So it may take just a little while for that to show up. But that is the steps in leaving a comment. For anything that you see. I'm going to be clicking on the front page right here. This will take us back to Hear Ye. I'm going to be using this blog to kind of push out updates and different things that we're doing on our class website, and just kind of different things that pop into my head over the course of the day. The next part that I want to show you is our student blogs, which are brand new, and there are two different ways to get there. You can get there from our class blogs just by clicking on Student Blogs. It'll load in a new page, and it says right here, the Bloggers Guild at Kids Blog. Click on this and it'll take you straight to it. You can also go back to our class website, the Kingdom Online, and this link over here on the sidebar, Student Blogs, will take you right to it as well. If you come this way, there's also a video right here that the students and I watched during class called Blogs in Plain English. It is very good and informative. I highly recommend checking that out. So I'm going to click on the Bloggers Guild, and this looks a little bit different. This is our landing page for it, and this will have a list of all the new articles from any student or me that have been published. You can click on these just as simply as on our class blog. This is one that I made for the kids called How to Get Your Posts Published. If you don't want to see all of these in one shot, you can sort them just by student, and that's over here on the left hand side. If you just want to see blogs written by one particular author, you just click on that and it will show you what they have. Here is a blog post right here, Technology Around the World. I'm going to show you how to leave a comment. It's very similar to how we did on Hear You, Hear You. Just click on the post and you're going to see the student's article pop up. You can read it and scroll down the page, and this one's even simpler. All you need to do is type in your name and your comment. And I'm just going to say thanks for sharing your thoughts. Click Submit Comment, and that's it. It's done. Now mine gets, looks like it gets published right away, but it does say right here your comment needs teacher approval first. So any comments that get made, just like on our Hear Ye blog, will need teacher approval. And again, just for safety and privacy to make sure that all that is set up there. So there it is. We have 38 bloggers in our classes that get to publish things here, so check back often. It is going to be updated extremely frequently. If you're listening to this during spring break, I asked the students that they would make at least one new blog post about something that they're doing over spring break. So I check this at least once a day to give the okay to any blog posts that get published. So it does usually take about a day once something gets submitted to me, but I will try to keep up with those as much as I can. Happy blogging and happy reading.